Hello everyone, welcome back to hour number 3 of Die Party Blood Dews, week number 5.
Hollow Earth.
Fucking shit. It is
right.
Hollow Earth Expedition. Wreckage. What's inside the Yeti's guts?
A birthday cake.
Woo!
You are attempting to
Candy.
stabilize Jacob.
I am. Not
Here.
attempting, I will. I'm confident.
Well, I
Stabilize
would
the
be so
fuck out of
confident
him.
because according to the rules, you have a medicine rating of 6.
I do.
You get -3 because that's what Jacob's health is at right now. You
Really?
you have to make 2 to succeed.
I have a first aid kit. Does that help at all?
No, because we house ruled first aid kits. They have uses, not bonuses. However, they are super effective. That's the other thing that we did.
Okay, so does that constitute into a bonus by any standards, or like...
No,
It
what
just
it'll
means
do
that
is
you'll
if you
heal more
succeed,
health.
you will heal more.
Right. Okay, so
Which is better than the previous system, which first aid kits healed almost nothing and had unlimited uses and also gave you bonuses, but you could only try to heal something once. It was, yeah.
So I'm rolling
not
62 here.
No, you're rolling 3d2.
Oh yeah, because of the negative.
Do you have any style points to save?
I can try after, but my
No.
medical is going to be a roll of 2.
Alright, here we go. How many... What's the check do I need to pass?
You need to make 2 for him to stabilize and also to heal him.
Alright, cross your fingers.
Nope.
All right, Derek.
Man, fucking medicine, you need to fucking
wait, can I
dump
try?
points into that. Holy shit.
Can I try, or is this a one-time thing?
Before you try, Derek has to make a reflexive stabilization roll. If he fails, he dies. Because he will be at -4 bleeding, he will take another point of bleeding damage, and it will be him dying.
So no pressure.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
pressure.
no pressure.
Bye, guys.
No, don't
See-
shit yourself if you
see-
die. That'll be gross.
Good. Jump into heaven.
See you fuckers later.
Wait, didn't you have 4? Oh no, you had star points.
Style points. So see you bastards later. I'm Dawn.
Derek, Rex is fumbling with the bandages and the morphine needles, trying to get them out of the med kit, and he's wrapping wounds on Derek, but he's not wrapping the vital ones, the crucial ones. I mean, he's peppered with shrapnel wounds from the grenade, and you can just feel Derek's body suddenly go limp as a patch of snow around Derek spreadingly gets redder and redder and redder, and your arms and forearms are covered in blood.
Just blood everywhere.
He definitely doesn't have a pulse anymore. His eyes are rolled back into his head. He's dead.
Well, that's appropriate because
No!
Right around 10 seconds after everyone's done screaming no at the sky, I run up
Yeah.
with a medkit. Guys, can I help?
Well, you can help because Apollo is still dying. Apollo.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know where he... I haven't seen Apollo in a while.
Oh, what's it?
Sure
well,
you did.
No,
you
we know.
saw Henry the Home Run Haddock move him.
Yeah,
Did I?
had to crack.
Yeah, everyone saw that. It
I
was
thought
not-
I
It
was
a number
in the
spray paint on his
hallway.
back.
I should probably duck out now. Unfortunately.
All right, goodbye forever, Jacob.
Thanks for hanging
Yes.
out, Jacob.
Jacob, it was a pleasure. You're a
Laters.
gentleman and a scholar.
Too bad Too bad Derek was a shitty staller.
No, he was an incredible scholar. Just the fighting
Well-
parts, he wasn't exactly.
We can give Derek a eulogy later. Let's try and
Yes,
save
we can.
Apollo's life.
But
Before
yeah,
we go
this
on
was
and
my-
on and on about what a great man Derek was and how the good die young.
Blah blah blah.
While you guys are mourning, Apollo's bleeding to death in the corner.
See you
and
guys.
Nobody cares.
See ya. Thanks for sticking around, man.
Later, man.
Apollo.
Graham.
Apollo?
Dark. We fade up again.
Hold on a second.
There's actually a number of characters there now. The Queen is there.
Oi!
James Bond.
James Bond hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
It's precog. It's precog.
James Bond is like
Precog
8
James
years
Bond.
old in England right now.
Yep.
It's
Yep,
baby
that's him.
James.
My childhood friend, James Bond. On the other side, that's on the mustache side, and then on the other side we see Spanish Austrian. He's there by himself, but his strength of character is so much, it's so great. As far as I know, I don't know him that well, but we had that whole flashback sequence that also took place in my head, so this is a continuation of that.
In other words, you're just like hallucinating nonstop in your life, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of. And then there's who else is there? There's a guy who he's got a super cool mustache and eyebrows such that I can't see his eyes. And I see well, I want to go make that medicine roll.
No, you actually make a body roll check first.
Okay, and then the reflexive body roll happens.
Yes.
Both sides are vying for my attention, but there's more people.
I can't
on the
tell
British
which side is living and which side is dying.
The British side is towards the light.
Oh, okay.
And,
One side is happy, that is not the British side. One side is repressed and sad, that is the British side.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, so you self-stabilize.
Repression wins out.
I grab Magnus Ostpeter's hand, and I stand up, and then I'm standing up in real life too.
Well, no, you're not. You've just stabilized. You're not conscious. You're just not bleeding anymore.
We cut to a dream within a dream where I'm standing up.
We're like eight layers deep.
Yeah, no, I come out one layer where I'm standing up, but it goes from it was black, and then it was like a snapping sound effect, and it cuts to white, and the music cuts.
Right, and you're in an elevator shaft.
The music cuts.
Oh, the music cuts. Okay.
I got your back, Graham. I can do it from here. It's all good.
And there's the party standing there. They're looking over me, and I'm seeing my body there, but I'm not conscious though, right?
Yeah, you're not conscious yet.
Okay, I see my body there, and I climb in.
Well, okay. Is anybody gonna give him a medical roll then? You've used one use of your medicine box, Rex, but Arch also has one.
Yeah, I've got a medical, but you've got a better roll than me.
All right, I can do it again if you want.
Rex, you know what you're doing more than I do. I hold my bag out to you, but if you've got yours, you can go ahead and
How much negative health do you have right now, Apollo?
-2.
Okay.
All right, so you take -2 instead of -3, so you have a total of 4.
Yeah.
And you have to make 2 again.
Yeah, baby.
3 successes. Apollo, you feel much better. You wake up conscious. What's your total health again?
6.
Right. So you are now currently at 4 lethal damage, having healed 4. No non-lethal. That means you have 2 perfectly healthy slots, and you are conscious.
That's fine. Just kind of my eyes flutter open, and I say, I don't know. Thanks, guys. I don't know.
You don't have to use words because your
Yeah.
mustache twitches in thanks.
Yeah, but it tried to betray me though.
I pat Rex on the shoulder, and I give Apollo my bottle of whiskey that I've taken a slug out of. Like, welcome back. Because that's what medical science says you're supposed to do to people that just came back from the dead, kind of.
Thank God we didn't lose both of you.
Take us away, both of us.
Yeah. Derek didn't make it.
Oh no, Derek.
Yeah,
you
well,
not the script.
Oh no, Derek.
Other character
Yeah, like
ambiguous and
he was a
nondescript
good
man. He was a good
kid,
yeah.
decent soldier, taken before
What a
his
guy,
time.
David. I knew him so well.
While you guys are doing your thing about how awesome David was, I'm gonna try to like self first aid myself.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Um,
You're not negative health, so you don't take any penalties. Just roll your medicine.
I clearly know what's wrong with me now. Do I have like internal bleeding?
I mean, you're not like you don't know what's
Do
wrong
I
with
do I have any lasting injuries?
Oh, you're gonna be so scarred, and you're still
Scarred?
bleeding from several places. I mean, you've been shot, and you've been clawed, and you've been smushed.
Yeah, that's true.
So you are all sorts of damage, but you're feeling good enough to walk and move. Arch tries
I
to
got
bandage.
success. Yeah,
Tries to bandage some of his lethal wounds. He does.
gaping frickin' slashes going down my. It's like, help, guys.
He kind of has like he just kind of drapes some bandages over his gaping chest wounds. They don't
I'm pretty
really
sure
do
this
anything.
isn't how it's supposed to go.
We've got one use left on your med kit, Arch.
Wait, no, I had them. I showed.
Yeah, we
four.
both have-
I had 5. I just used 1 use, so I'm down to 4
Okay.
uses.
Never mind. All right.
So.
That's your first use. Okay. I thought we had
Yeah.
more. Yeah. So either of you can use the med kit to try on Arch again.
I'll give him a go. What? So just 6 this time? Nothing.
Yeah. No penalties. He's not negative.
So.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on here.
God doesn't want me healed.
Yeah.
Kind of
Wow.
like poke my wound a couple times.
Mm.
All right. Well, in that case, I pour some whiskey on it and then go wander over
Yeah.
the Nazis.
Yeah.
Fucking
Neither of you can
jackasses.
try again on this for a while anyway.
So, we do all the looting and stuff like that. I'm looking for the MP4 or MP38 ammo. 'Cause I still
Yeah,
don't have
I'm
any.
fine.
Hang on. I'm cutting off a paw on the Yeti. That's going in the bag. I use my axe for that one. I want a
Creepy.
fucking souvenir of this.
All right. Give me a
shithead.
give me a melee roll to cut off the paw.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. I wouldn't do.
Yeah, it's not like it's. I'm using an axe. It's not like it's moving or anything.
Uh-huh. So obviously that must mean that it's possible for you to fail.
Oh, I don't
Otherwise
know.
I wouldn't ask for the roll.
I am the Greek god of chopping off Yeti paws. Carrot 2. Hey, apparently I didn't do that bad.
5 successes.
Successes only when it doesn't matter, apparently.
Yeah. No, no.
Yeah.
He's
Arch
I
has
don't
been
know how to
pretty
make
good.
myself
Time.
not bleed.
Arch is-
except for healing, he's been having really good. Yeah, you it feels like you are chopping in to something akin to like a soft metal, like zinc or copper or something.
Okay.
A solid block of it. You just happen to get it. It takes you like 3 swings, but eventually the paw is separated from the arm, and blackish blood stains the snow around it.
Cool. All right, I let it drain, kind of shake it off, and that fucker's going in the bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a necklace out of it when we get back to town, because my guy's kind of cracking a little bit.
Now,
Yeah.
hold on a second. The cutting feels like metal, blackish blood pouring out. Are you suggesting that the abominable snowman is a construct?
Robot.
What? No. There's clearly
okay.
that's clearly blood. That's not oil. To your knowledge, I mean, you've all seen oil before. It doesn't look like oil.
It's true, and I'm not even there. I shouldn't be so picky.
Yeah,
No.
I can't. My character doesn't know what the hell he's doing, so I can't check that or anything. So gameplay wise, but all I know is that I've got a hand in my backpack, and it's my fucking souvenir. That bastard who cut me
Definitely
open like
feels like flesh when you fondle the hand.
fondle it angrily.
You put it in your backpack. You guys find 5 clips of ammo for an MP38. You
Rex,
can also
that's you.
find 2 grenades.
I'd like to swipe a grenade. I'll give someone else another one, but
Okay. And you can also find each of them had a Luger, but you already have handguns. So
Yeah, I'm not interested in the Lugers. So.
does the Luger use the same bullet as the MP? 'Cause if it's
No.
used, no,
It
okay.
uses the same caliber, but it doesn't have the same.
Bullets are different shape or something.
Yeah.
All right.
So they aren't interchangeable.
Never mind that one.
Well, technically, the actual individual bullets are, but they don't go into the same clip. The clips aren't interchangeable, so you would have to take the individual bullets out of each clip in order to loot them, and then you'd have to keep the individual bullet on you until you had an empty clip to fill with bullets, and then you'd have to fill it correctly so it didn't jam. So, not something you can do on a Himalaya mountainside. I mean, I suppose you could, but
if you really want, Dave, grab a pack and just stuff some clips in there, and that way, if you run low with the other clips, when we got downtime, you can reload it.
No, I've got a perfectly good pistol.
Yeah, no.
So,
all right,
okay.
yep.
I just meant for the MP, not the pistols, but never mind.
Well, I mean, they're already in clips, so I don't need to do that.
What do you guys do with Derek's body?
Toss it off the mountain.
Okay.
No, we can either burn it. We can either burn it, or you build a cairn, which you pile some rocks on it.
Yeah, we'll do the can thing. I think that's most respectable.
If you're doing a cairn, there is a shallow cave that I described earlier that you could put him in and then box up with rocks and be more like a tomb.
Let's go. Why don't we go take a look at the cave, scope it out, see if this is a good body dumping spot. I mean, a respectful burial place.
It's shallow and the entrance is small such that the largest amongst you probably could not get in through the opening. It's really more a cave of happenstance than, say, like a water-made cave or a volcanic cave or anything like that. It's more like the rocks just sort of met in such a way that a cave formed here, and cave is loose. Like I'm saying, it's more like a broom closet.
Okay. There's no like weird little holes in the back or anything?
No, not that you can see.
All right. I vote we respectfully stuff Derek into the hole and pile up some rocks and then say some words, pour some whiskey, and then, we got to do shit. We're all half bleeding and shit on a mountain. We got to get the hell out of here or
I
keep
ain't
going.
bleeding.
Yeah, well, you little jerk. You were walking back smoking cigarettes.
Hey, man, I did a lot.
Just took you twice as long to get there.
I made sure the professor was fine.
You guys bury Derek, and does anybody have anything particularly touching that they want to say?
Well, he was a man of much knowledge. It's a shame that such a thing would go to waste on someone so young and eager.
He was the smartest bag carrier I ever knew. The end.
Yeah, I turned to Apollo and I'm like, "Do you have anything to say?"
Well, no.
I turned to Professor Clinton. I'm like, "You knew him best. You must have something to say about him."
Well, I worked with young Derek during his ill-fated doctoral study program, and he was confident in his own abilities and in himself, and well known amongst the archaeological community. And though he had no great discoveries to his name yet, he surely deserved them, and his sacrifice for this expedition will be duly noted, and full credit and honors to any discovery I make here will go to him as well.
That's very respectful of you. It's respectful of you, Professor. You didn't seem like the type of man who would willingly give up credit like that.
I go grab a bottle of whiskey out of the packs and crack it, pass it around, and do a respectful drink.
Jesus
Toast for
Christ,
the
how
dead.
much whiskey did we bring with us?
We're with
The
we're with
only
the-
thing Frank packed was whiskey.
Well, it's not just me. I mean, we're with the mafia. It's not like we're going to go anywhere
suit
sober.
made out of bottles of whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
I'm the
sing a
first guy to
song.
ever wear one of those trench coats that has all the billions of pockets. I just filled it full of whiskey.
So when you fall down the mountain and it breaks, you
Clink,
come up
clink,
covered
clink,
in
clink, clink,
whiskey.
clink, crunch, crunch. But it'll be sterile because all that alcohol.
Yeah. I turned back to the party and I'm like, well, we can't linger here too long. We just escaped a blizzard. It wouldn't be too much further away.
Clinton responds to that by saying, the signs of the battle indicate that they started at the entrance and worked their way in here, which means that the Yeti came from out there, and for all we know, there could be more. We must venture further in. Besides all that, it's where the lodestone is pointing.
I pick up a Luger and I check its contents. I make sure it has like a clip in there, whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, I push it into Clinton's chest and I say, be more useful next time.
He fumbles with it.
I snort, laugh, and spit, and I say, that goes for you too, Rex.
I look around at my pinpoint precision shots on all the Nazis that I killed and I'm like, okay.
You didn't kill any Nazis.
You didn't kill him. I killed him. you put.
We only killed one
I
Nazi.
moved
The Nazis did a more effective job at killing themselves than any of the party
Arch
members
killed
did.
2 Nazis?
Yeah, and I was there the whole time.
With my help, obviously.
Well, the thing is, all I know is I saw you vanish behind me. My character didn't see you hang out and shooting. He
You
just
guys move your way further through the chasm, your argument echoing in the night.
No, I let him speak his piece, and then that's it. Like I don't follow through. I know what I did. It doesn't matter if he believes it or not.
I want to sing a song to about Derek.
Go on,
Sure,
man.
sing a song.
I don't know the words, but it's a.
Well, you can't say that, man.
something, something, la la la.
Well, it's a song called "Pennies from Heaven" by Bing Crosby. It came out in 1936. I just found out.
You just make that up right
Because
now.
no,
No, it came out
it's a real song.
it'd be popular on the
Thank you.
radio just as you left.
Yeah, and that's because that's what Derek was worth to me. Came from
Pennies.
heaven, pennies.
Jesus.
Two really
But
shiny
but-
things.
I don't,
Hey.
that's the backhanded subtext of the song, but it sounds good. So I don't care.
And you know what? Back then, pennies are worth quarters today. So come on, guys.
Yeah, man, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Accidentally closed roll 20, but I'm back. You guys move your way down the rocky chasm. The chasm turns into a labyrinth of rock as multiple passageways branch out in front of you. However, with Clinton and the lodestone in front, he seems very confident in choosing a pathway every single time that there is one of these branchings.
If we come down, and this is the beauty of my character, if we come down and we look at this thing from the top, I reckon I'd be able to navigate it pretty easily.
Well, you don't get a look at it from the top. You are already in the chasm, which is 11 feet high on both sides when you start seeing these branchings.
Okay.
So, it's all level. It's all flush. You're not going down or up.
Okay. All right.
You're going along at a platform. He leads you through a specific pathway each time, and slowly the howling cold wind above dissipates, and you begin to feel warm air coming from around you and in front of you.
Okay. Is it
Professor-
unusual?
It's unusual because it's warm air on a mountaintop,
Okay.
on a Himalayan mountaintop.
After the whole Yeti thing, I'm not exactly shocked at a warm breeze. So, cool.
Make a
That's
sanity
nice.
check against warm breeze. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So
You hear yodeling in the distance, and you're like, what's that about?
Ricola.
keep going.
Professor Clinton picks up the pace. He's quite excited.
If they
This
pick
way,
up the
this way.
pace, I fall behind.
I'm also falling behind.
I am pretty wounded as well.
So Clinton just walks off by himself.
Goodbye, Professor Linden.
Then you hear Professor
Yeah.
Clinton get mauled by a warm Yeti. No, I'm just kidding.
His fault.
Oh,
He-
damn.
Hairless Yeti.
He rolled the dice when he walked ahead.
With sunglasses and sunburn.
Yeah, no, he's got a Hawaiian shirt that's unbuttoned on, and it's his size, and he's got sunglasses.
He's like, hey
Yeah,
guys, do you
like
want a
drink with
party?
umbrella
And
in
then
it.
like
He's
Clissa
got
Linden,
that
like,
white
starts
nose
shooting.
sunscreen thing.
I
Zinc,
told
yeah.
him that was not appropriate wear for an Arctic expedition, but he didn't listen.
Anyway, Professor Clinton disappears up ahead as you are all moving slower. But there are no more branches, and you begin to see a yellow golden light from up ahead. This way! Clinton echoes from in front.
I reload my shotgun meaningfully. I say, let's just shrug and then keep going.
Okay. I guess this is what we're here to see, so we're going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
The chasm completely closes off overhead, and you are now traveling through a rocky tunnel.
I take out my flashlight if it's dark, but if not, we keep going.
It's not
Ew.
because the tunnel walls are sort of reflecting golden light from somewhere up ahead around a slight curve.
Okay.
So it's illuminated in a dim way, but enough that you can see everything for sure. You round the corner, and you are blinded by light momentarily as your eyes readjust. When your eyes readjust, you see first Clinton standing in the cave opening, his hat off, mouth agape, as he stares out across what appears to be a beautiful green mountain valley, almost crescent-shaped, surrounded on all sides by glistening white peaks. It filled with there is a low fog rolling through a beautiful carnivorous forest, pine trees, and other dark green, bushy, extremely large and healthy looking plants. From all sides, rivers and waterfalls pour into the valley, and the water appears to be golden in color. Birds of some unknown variety caw in the distance as they fly over the misty forest.
Was there any sort of like obvious change to like temperature or like humidity or anything like that?
Well, there's
at
a bunch
certain
of
point?
warm air coming in from this from the cave opening.
But there wasn't like a switch or anything like that. Like walking through, there wasn't any like clear, obvious point that we passed. Like maybe a gate that we didn't notice or something like that. Something.
No, I mean there was just constant hot air coming from out of this tunnel the entire time.
All right.
And as you got closer and closer, it got warmer and warmer. Your parkas are now stifling, as it is temperate and beautiful.
Well, I parka with it then.
The sun beats
What?
down from overhead.
I part with my parka. I parka with it.
Ah.
Yeah, it's good.
A sun beats down from overhead, and in the distance over the mountaintops, the sky seems faintly brown and green instead of blue. Almost like maybe a sunset, except for the sun is high in the noonday sky.
Okay.
You see a wooden little pathway, wooden steps, and a wooden little archway carved right near the cave entrance that lead down into the valley. And you can see that when it gets to the valley floor, there's a dirt path that goes off into the valley.
I look at Clinton and
And
I'm like, well, where to next? What's the lodestone saying?
The lodestone, he's been using a cup of water to get the lodestone to work in the same way that he did with Arch's hat
Sure, yeah.
in the previous session. The lodestone is just spinning frantically in the cup now.
What
You can see it.
What does that mean then? Are
We're
we
here. We must be here. This
yeah,
must
I
be it.
think we're here.
It must be. I mean, there's nothing like this on any of the maps. It couldn't possibly just be, any old place. This is it.
I say, well, wait, was there supposed to be like the whole Yeti snow thing?
Oh,
Like,
I don't know. Was there supposed to be Nazis?
I just kind of shrug, like, I don't know. Okay.
We must simply go forward.
All right.
Let's
All
follow
right.
this path then. I mean, it's clearly man-made.
Yep. People have been here before us.
As you descend into the valley, the smell of fresh water and misty air greets your nostrils. You pass a babbling brook that the path crosses over a tiny little wooden bridge. And the water, the stream bed of this little babbling brook seems to be made completely out of gold. There are gold stones and gold pebbles in it.
You mean like
I take
nuggets?
Yeah.
I take a chunk tap it with the back of or just tap it with my axe to see if it dents. It's like, is that real fucking gold or does it just look gold?
It responds like real gold, exactly like real gold.
Oh fuck. We
What
might
is
have
that
to
for?
stop here on the way back out, guys.
What was that, Apollo?
Now that I just said, what did you do that for?
Oh, makes sense.
Huh.
I
Well,
vote-
I mean, like, it's probably the monks that made this path, obviously. I mean, any other person would have taken all of this, and I gestured to, like, the gold on the ground, and I'm like, clearly we should keep moving. I mean, the gold is obviously useless here, so we shouldn't even pick it up.
This is the way out. We're gonna stop here on the way back.
I can't argue with that logic.
All right, so you don't pocket any gold?
No.
Not yet.
Just weigh me down.
I mean, worst case scenario, I'll like swallow a couple of pill-sized chunks, but I don't think
As
I
I
need
described from the high cave entrance, which was somewhat high up on the mountain, this valley, you could tell, was sort of crescent shaped. And you guys were on the exterior of the crescent. And you are now heading towards the sort of circular inner part where the mountains raise up again. It's leading to the step of a little plateaued cliff that circles the Inner Crescent. You walk through a forest and you hear various animals and birds, and it seems like a very lively place, full of life. You even see a deer drinking from the stream bed at one point. It doesn't even flinch at your approach or arrival. Just sort of looks up curiously. The pathway leads you to a part of the plateaued cliff face that meets the valley floor and then, slowly curves upwards. Along which there is another wooden archway, a sign that is written in Sanskrit. Clinton says, "It says Shangri-La. It says Shangri-La."
Does it?
Yes, it does. Well, it says the Buddhist translation, which is Shambhala, but Shangri-La to Westerners.
Well, I guess I'll just go in.
You pass underneath the archway and lead further up the path, there is a village.
Does it look like busy, small, big, little?
There are
Like-
loads of houses. They are the village is based on a part of the plateau that a river flows over and becomes a waterfall into the valley below. The village is cropped up around this, and just behind the village there is a big wooden wall that behind which the ground raises yet again, and a castle-like, temple-y looking thing is on the other side.
Well, this is probably where the monks are. Shall we head in?
I say, yeah. I could use an actual bed and a meal that isn't campfire cooked.
Fair enough.
So let's go.
Yeah.
As you enter the village, you see people of all shapes and sizes going about normal villagey stuff.
What's their clothing like?
Lots of people are wearing like robe-ish type things. White robes and gray robes and brown robes. But you see some people who are wearing like pants and shirt.
Think professional wrestling crossed with ancient Rome.
Well,
Mexican
it's just
professional
varied.
wrestling.
No one seems to have. A lot of people are wearing these makeshift robes, but a lot of people seem to be wearing like milled stuff, pants and shirt.
Are we
shirts.
drawing any attention?
I mean, people are definitely looking at you, but they aren't ceasing their business.
Okay.
You know, you see a kid run past and he waves briefly before he moves on.
All right. If there's, I won't go out of my way to do this, Rick, but the first sort of like adult villager that comes up, like maybe walking past me or something like that, I'll sort of try and get their attention.
You walk past an adult villager who's just sort of sitting on his porch, which borders the main road, so to speak.
Sure, I'll walk up to him and I'll remind me what the name of the monks were.
Well, the monastery that you were at was Trungpa Saimam.
No, but the names of the organization that the monks sort of... They said something. They're the monks of something. I remember
Yeah,
that.
Trungpa Saimam.
God damn it, there's fucking sirens outside. But basically what I want to do is I want to just walk up to them and I'll say a greeting, and then I'll just say, do you know where the monks of Tupa Siam are?
That was the monks that you interacted with previously.
That's fine.
If you're asking for the monks that would be here, that would be the monks of Shambhala.
Well, they told us that there were monks that passed on, and that's what I'm trying to find out what it was. I can't remember the name of it.
There was no special name.
It ain't that bad.
Yeah, well, it's probably much worse for his stream mic, because his stream mic picks up more.
I did just swat you, so that could be bad.
Don't even joke about that shit, man.
I realize saying that out loud means I'm on like 15 freaking NSA watch lists and
Yeah.
like FBI watch lists now.
So basically, Rick,
Yeah, not funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I didn't even hear the joke. Don't tell it again.
I'm trying
Tell it
to.
again. I didn't hear it.
It's not going to be funny the fourth time.
Yeah, I'm trying to basically make sure that this is the same monks that we dealt with earlier. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, it's not. They wouldn't be.
Like, they gave us a name for the monks that live inside of this place.
Yes, the monks of Shangri-La.
Yes, that's what I asked then. Are these the monks of Shangri-La that live up in that temple up there?
Well, he says, this is Shambhala. The monks live up there. Yes.
Thank you. What do you call this village?
We call this village Shambhala.
Original. I like it.
This whole place is named Shambhala. There's really no distinction.
So, is there any other villages that you do trade with? Do you trade with another village called Shambhala?
No, this is the only village here.
There are no other humans in Shambhala other than the people within this village and this temple?
No, you can, you know, you can. There are several people who live in the forest, but the whole place is just Shambhala.
Bullshit. Everyone is just so loud tonight. Sorry about that. I was like, huh. Okay, how long have you been here?
Oh, I have been here 150 years?
Are you from the outside world?
Yo, well, many people are from the
You-
outside world.
Do you own a curio shop in Shanghai?
No.
Zing.
I do not know where Shanghai is.
Ignore him. You sound very similar to a man we met out in the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Is there? Do you know if the monks are currently in the temple? There wouldn't be any.
Oh, they always are. You go. Newcomers should always go to the temple first.
I stick out my hand to shake his. What's he do?
He will shake your hand.
Okay, good. Good to know that it's not so foreign here. And I guess I'll say, unless you guys have something you want to ask him, I mean, we should probably make our move.
I don't really. I'm kind of like surprised this stuff is even here, but although I am kind of keeping an eye out if there's any like small dinosaurs or dinosaur parts on display.
Any red?
Any more of that red root?
Yeah.
So
Surprised you didn't use that on the Yeti, but anyway.
I totally forgot about it. 100% drew a blank.
So we I guess we make our way up to the temple then.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach the temple gates, so to speak, they swing open.
Automatically?
And they swing open not by your hand, but
Okay.
by someone else's hand. Standing in the archway is a tall, broad, bald man who has a long black beard.
I'm gonna
He's
let
wearing
someone else
black
walk.
and gold robes. And he has some sort of prayer beads wrapped around his clasped hands. Welcome, he says, to Shambhala.
Let me guess. You've been expecting us?
Thank you kindly, sir.
No, I have not been expecting you. I did not think we would have new visitors again so soon.
Yes, well, we talked to your friends on the outside, and they seem pretty eager to send us on our way.
Ah, you spoke to the monks at Trungpa Saimam.
Yes.
I am Abbot Shaz Regal.
Okay. And what are you abbot over here?
I am abbot of the monastery here. I manage all the affairs of Shambhala and of our monastic order.
Okay.
Shambhala, is that the name of the village or of this entire land?
Shambhala is the name of the valley. All things here are named of it.
Okay.
So,
I step back, look at Rex.
so we're here for a reason, Abbot.
Yes, many people are. But first, I see that you are wounded. And that you are still
not
carrying
personally,
your weapons.
but
I pull him back and I say, hey, if you know anything about this, by all means.
Come, there will be plenty of time for questions. You must allow us to host you in the temple. Food and drink and to tend to your wounds.
I sort of scratch my chin. I'm like, well, if you can do all of that while answering my questions, then okay.
I'm already walking through the door. Like these, but before he slugs me in the face, I ask him, am I allowed to bring my stuff in?
Yes, we will find a place for your things while you are attended to.
That includes my guns and axe?
Yes, yes. Oh,
Okay.
oh, of course you stopped first at the Troonpa Imam. Yes, they must be more careful to defend their position in themselves. You may do whatever you want here,
Clap
save
him on the
for
shoulder.
blatant aggression against others.
I clap him on the shoulder. I'm my kind of guy. I wander on in.
He breaks your arm in 17
Yeah,
different
when you
places.
clap him on the shoulder, it feels like you're clapping a marble statue on the shoulder. There's
Well, I know
no
not to get into a fight with the guys who beat me silly last 2 times I walked through doorways.
So it's a little early, but this is actually a really good story transition point. So we're gonna break for the final time here, and then we'll just go into the end afterwards.
Okay, well, we can do that.
3 to 5 minute break. Everybody, we'll be right back.
Cool.
All right, you heard the GM. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.